Hello, welcome to Toys Are Evil. Thank you all for tuning in. Yet another impromptu toy review, or rather, look at toys lah. So let me start off with a little story. What you see here is a TEQMON resin figure with this colorway released exclusively by its creators, Quicks. You can see the TEQ 63 head concept, but in a kaiju format. This figure was released a few years ago as part of a Toys Are Evil exclusive colorway. So this is the red. A little story about this dude, all resin figure. This is numbered, by the way, 7 of 10. Why is it 7 of 10 and it's not released? The story goes, we agreed and released a 10-piece limited edition run, solid resin, hand painted, during that time bagged, and with header card. You can search for the image on the Toys Are Evil blog. Back then, when I received this from Quicks, because I packed, rather I mailed up from my end. When I received this, I had thought that the figure would be articulated at the neck. So when I took it, I randomly picked this. Thank goodness I picked number 7 and nobody else. I mean, no other specific numbers besides. Because the next thing I did was I tried to twist the head, thinking that it was articulated at the neck lah. Even though it might be a situation where the neck is just put into socket slot. So, and I tried to twist it. Don't ask me why lah. I'm an idiot lah. I tried to twist it, thinking maybe the pin stuck on it and whatnot. Next thing you know, twist, it broke. It literally broke. That's a lot of my resin toys are like that because I'm an idiot. And there was no articulation. I tried to super glue it back. I did not. In the end, I used blue tack to stick it back. And of course, this number 7 of 10 was not sold. I kept it. I absorbed it. Yeah, so that's the story of my TEQMON that I have on display in my Toys Are Evil edition shelf. Basically toys that are released under Toys Are Evil the banner, exclusives. And yeah, which brings me to what's happening right now. A few years later, a good, decent few years later, we have, let me put this guy a bit further down at the side in case it breaks again. We have the TEQMON Sofubi. So let's have a check of this. Let's check out the header card, TEQMON. I snagged this during the Pop Toy Show Singapore in late September. Prototype only, pending approval. This is a collab between Quicks and Fig Lab. Bag of card, not for resale. Epic lah, bro, epic. Yeah, it's the first time I've been keeping this bag aside to want to review, but I didn't really have the time. And today was great because there's no audio. I mean, there's no construction sounds outside. So this is the header card with a figure, plastic. Let's dive into the card itself, or rather the pack itself lah. Huh? Pack itself. I apologize in advance if the visuals are a bit dark. I decided to do it against the window outside, and hence, yeah, it just became darker because the camera is compensating. Anyway, I should know better next time. There it is. Oop, there it is. Sofubi, made in Japan. Sofubi, huge fella. I say huge because I placed it next to the dude. Freeze for screen grab. No screen grab. For the cover later for the image. So this is the size of the original resin. This is the size of the Sofubi. Put a side-by-side comparison. You can see for yourself. For folks that are familiar with TEQMON, TEQMON. And for folks who are not familiar with TEQMON, there you have it. There's a comparison. Yeah, before I forget, this head is facing this way because I decided to put the head facing this way with the blue tack because it looks cooler. Anyway, he's supposed to be looking straight just like this dude, but since I've twisted the neck apart, I might as well put it this way. Anyway, back to the figure itself. This grey color, gunmetal grey, it's the initial prototype colorway. So I'm not going to doubt whatever choices it has. Do a quick turnaround of the figure. Yeah, you paint it would be pretty cool, man, JT. As per Quicks figures, not a whole lot of them are DIY blanks, but it would be cool if it was, though. I think it would be hotcakes for folks trying to enjoy painting on his figures as well. After the turnaround, I mean, it's been a while since I looked at the figure itself, but you can see the design matches, but I've never bugged Quicks about it. So let's have a closer look at the design. I mean, the head shape is a TEQ63 head shape. You can recognize from the skull and the helmet from his Toshiro design days, but it comes with a kaiju crown in a way. Skull and crossbones size remains the same. Hoodie as well. Is this a hoodie? I assume it's a hoodie. Or a bit of marbled swirls here. So it's not design or pattern. It's not pure grey. It's swirls, if you can see here. So it's black marble swirls, if you want to call it. So which is cool. Articulated at the neck. This time can twist and turn lah, huh? So I don't break the toy like I did with the resin. Duh. Articulated at the arms, which is cool. Legs as well, nice. Legs at the ankle area, so it's not the entire leg here. So ankle area, which to a certain degree is like, what's the point of doing it? But then again, it could be great for customs, but it serves no other purpose because anatomically, why? I mean, I always confused about leg articulation that in that context, but I'm being nitpicky lah. This is awesome lah, huh? Can stand on its own. Only other thing I expect from any other collectible figure. Posable. Many fun, and that's cool lah. That's cool. So let me close my mouth and just stare at the figure. Made in Japan, nice. Stare at the figure, enjoy. I'm not as I'm a collector myself as well, so enjoy it while I can lah, you know. So yeah, this is TEQMON. Sofubi, decently light to the touch, if you want to call it like that. And this is cool. No specific updates about when the figure will be released, besides this version that was released at a Pop Toy show and limited to 30 pieces. So 30 pieces of this colorway edition was released during that time, which is pretty cool. I have another video if you check on my Instagram where I had this. It was on display at the Pop Toy show Singapore. I had it in hand, and now it's mine lah. And I'm happy, man. I'm happier than I sound. I'm just trying to focus on doing a review, but hella happy, bro. Hella happy because it's I don't even want to call it full circle, but it's back in the days where when I did a lot of I had the opportunity to do a lot of colorway editions of Quicks toys or toy art, and having it continue and evolve into new incarnations, or rather immaterial incarnations. It's pretty cool. A lot of times it's not about, I feel, for some designers, the focus is not about constantly what's the word for it? Generating different concepts and iconology, but to a lot it could be similar iconology that is seen in multiple guises, multiple forms, but also evolved forms and material mix. And then that to me is you create the iconology that people recognize. So is collectors who collect the designer's works and they look great and what's the word for it? Similar to each other on the display case. Yeah, not stand out where it's like, oh, it's sure this made by this designer. But at the same time, they have their own identity enough for folks to stay intrigued and continue to collect, I feel. So TEQMON is another evolution in the character. Kaiju. Nice. I would say right now, without showing you, I've seen painted editions of the Sofubi. At least one. And he's going to blow your minds, man. Sorry I flex like that, but I have nothing to prove. But yeah, it will blow your mind. How the first fully painted edition will come. It's not like flat like this. But yeah. You grab it if you're a fan. I say it right now. You would. Anyway. Without rambling too much, this has been my review of the TEQMON Sofubi, the first edition colorway that was released during the Pop Toy Show Singapore. I'll leave it here, and I'll put the raisin figure here that I dug out because you would need that comparison. Look at the header card again. TEQMON prototype only pending approval. That's pretty cheeky. So are there changes? I don't know. I've never asked. And it's pretty cool. Not for resale. So if anybody is reselling this, you know lah, huh? It even says here not for resale. This colorway is 30-piece limited. So it is limited enough. And as limited as I know of, before back in the day, like this dude, when I did it as a Toys R Us exclusive colorway, is 10 pieces. Nowadays, you very rarely find anything that's Quicks related that's limited to 10. It would be due to the fans, the demand for his stuff. It will be in a higher range, but 30 pieces, dude, 30 pieces is not scarce. But yeah, good luck to try to hunt for it. All good. This is mine. Thank you, Quicks. Thank you, Carlos. You guys rock. No, I should do a heart. Yeah, heart shape. Love this dude. Yeah, and now end this review. Thank you all for tuning in. I will leave this on my reels so you can check out the video again. And for folks who are on my YouTube channel, check this out. I'll upload this as soon as I can. Thank you. Bye-bye.